Hi guys, just a quick note. I'm just editing the video right now and realised I'm having a little bit of a problem with my microphone, which I know I've had for a while. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but for some reason between clips, OBS is kind of switching between my different microphones, even without me closing the program. So I'm trying to figure it out, but I apologise if in different places the audio is a little bit strange and changes back and two. Sometimes it sounds like I'm a little bit further away than I actually am from the microphone because it switches to a different one. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. Enjoy the video.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Skizzlecraft. Today we're starting at episode 4 and we're hopping back into building at the base. I have done a little bit of digging, as you could see, just behind me here, and marking out where our next build's gonna go. I've just come over. I'm needing mycelium for some of our terraforming, so I'm just kind of yeah, converting dirt while I'm out doing nothing while I'm digging. I might need to go help with the shopping district. That's in a mushroom island and they want the whole thing to be grass. So I might actually take some grass and dirt up there and do some digging at some point to stock up, because it's going to be a lot faster than doing it this way. But anyway, this is where today's build is going to go. I was thinking about working directly from the boathouse, which we finished in episode 2, and continuing the stairs up and just kind of like building the castle in order. But I need somewhere to put all our stuff. At the minute, that little room we've got for chests and stuff just isn't enough. I mean, I have dug it out a little bit if we can actually get up there. I dug it out a little bit more, added a few more chests, so it is a little bit better. Got stuff, well, we've just got this running for now to smelt all our sandstone into smooth sandstone. I've been round and done a map, which I should have done before we started building, but never mind. Um, so this is a little bit better than before, but eventually, once I get up here building, this is going to be completely removed. So not a good place to keep our storage room, which means I decided to start working on the first tower here, because this is the tallest tower. This is the west tower. If you know Hogwarts, this is the tallest tower, the one with the extra little 3 spires on, which has got the headmaster's office in, and also has the staircase in, which, as you can see, there's going to be this section. But all the rooms off the staircase, I don't know what I'm going to fill them all with. Some of them I know what's going to be in them, but not every single room, because there's never a description of every single room and where it's located. So I thought this would be a good place to use one of the rooms as our storage room. But it all depends when it's built, how much space we got. I don't want a giant storage room, but it needs to be big enough. It needs to be bigger than that we've got there. So I've been spending a couple of days gathering resources. As you can see, we've got tons of shulker boxes up here. And this is, I think, all the resources we'll need. There might be some more I've missed, but I've been gathering sandstone and prepping it. There's a lot of smooth sandstone needed. So this is all smooth sandstone. And then we've got all the other little bits, the different types of wood, the actual stairs as well, and plenty of tuff for the ceiling section. So we've got all these resources for building this. So I think we're going to jump straight in to building the outside now. I think I'm probably just going to do the whole thing in one big time lapse, just the outside walls, and then later on we can start working on a little bit of the interior, because some of it I kind of know what I'm going to do. For example, the headmaster's office, I'm going to try and decorate, and there's a few things in here that I know what I'm going to need. So let's get going. if fly in, the outside of the tower is actually finished now. I've used a little bit of time to go through the roof, and I've put grey carpet on all these spawnable blocks just to keep the snow off the roof. Now the snow would be nice, but because we cross over into other biomes, you have kind of sections without snow, and it looked a little bit silly, so I thought we might as well just snowproof the whole roof on the whole castle. So we're going to need a sheep farm at some point, but this is the outside of the tower done, and I think it turned out really great. I'm probably going to find ways to detail these at some point, but for now, I just want to get parts of the castle built. It is floating at the minute, because this needs attaching to other things, so we're going to be doing some terraforming around here, but after all the buildings around the outside are done. So if we take a view from up here, I was hoping we could get it in the night before someone slept, but never mind. I have gone around and put lichen up just by each of the windows. Then at night it looks like you're getting the glow from inside the castle. And then these sections are obviously where it's going to join on. So this actually has corridors coming out this way, so there will be a building done here. And then again on that side, a little bit more of that, but that comes out across here. I have to fly around to see the rest. We do need to do the inside of this, so that's the next one we'll be working on. There is another one somewhere. There. This section actually comes out like a bridge into the next building, so that is wide open there. I think it might be a little bit too big, but I'd rather... I can just add the blocks in later. And then this section here, if I can land on it. I thought I'd spawn-proof this. There's a zombie somewhere, but never mind. This actually comes down into steps, which will connect onto this section here, which goes into just the little corridor here, and then this section is the Great Hall. So that's where this joins onto there at some point. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do this section next or later on. I might actually do a few random places around before I start connecting them up, but we'll see later on. But for now, we still have quite a lot of resources left collected. Lots and lots of sandstone, which will be needed. And this is for the inside. So this section here is actually four different corridors. So this section, when it gets built out, is going to be a lot bigger. But if we go inside, I think I've spawn-proof all the way, all these ledges, so nothing falls on my head. But none of the floors are done yet. As you can see, this is the grand staircase, and I've just marked out where they are going to be going. So these stairs are going to be all kind of zigzagging all the way up. So this room is actually going to be visible pretty much all the way up to where the roof is, with staircases. I can hear mobs fighting somewhere. I need to go find them. It might actually, I think there's some caves underneath I might actually need to light up. But this is the grand staircase, and this is how I've been marking out the sections, because, well, the grand staircase is covered in paintings, and the problem is paintings are going to cause lag, and if I want paintings all the way up here, it's going to be difficult, so I might end up having to just kind of have some sections like this without a painting on, and then some sections where I put some paintings on so it looks nice all the way up, but it's not completely full of the paintings, because I don't want to lag every time we come in here with, well, like 1,000 paintings just in this one room. So we'll have to see how that goes a little bit later, but I'm going to go grab some of the resources that I've got now, and I think we'll start working on the staircase. So this is the idea I've got for the staircase. So I've used the fence gates, the birch ones, as kind of barriers, and I think this is enough going up in like this. You can't get out, and if I started doing fences like up and down, it looks silly, so I'll just use the fence gates for now. Let's just add a little bit of light in here. So this is the way the staircase is going to go. I've brought the sandstone in because all these sandstone walls you won't actually see. You can see where the walls have started around here. The staircase is actually going to be square. So none of this sandstone you will actually be able to see from the staircase. So doing the actual stairs in the sandstone brings it in nicely, and it fits nicely with the birch fences. It's a nice, well, it's a nice match in colours, even though I'm not too keen on birch. And then I've just brought the polished granite in underneath, just kind of as supports. Having these as sandstone looks a little bit wrong. Didn't look right. It needed a little bit more colour, but I couldn't just have the stairs going up like that because it just didn't look supported enough. And I think when we've got it all the way up, it'll look a lot better than just these two little sections we've got so far. But it gives you an idea of how it's going to look. Need a better way of getting to these stairs though. I will need a staircase going down to the dungeons at some point, I think. I can't remember where I planned on putting that, but yeah, we will need one going down at some point. But I think now we just need to get the staircase built all the way up to the top level, and then each of the exits out will be marked out nicely. Well, they are marked out nicely. They'll be easily accessible for building the next sections. So let's jump on in to get the rest of the staircase built. So we've got the actual staircases built up. Now they don't all connect to each other, so some of them at the minute are a little bit difficult to get to, but that's just because the sections joining them up on the outside are not built yet. But we can go up quite far. If I do want to get to one of the other sections I can't reach, I've just been jumping off. I've got elytra, so it's not too bad. So if we head all the way up to the top, I think this is the highest part. You can look down at the staircases, and I think they look pretty, well, I think they look pretty good actually. We've got a couple of staircases, I missed, like this, that are kind of halfway through moving, that don't actually go anywhere, just like this one. Just to add to the idea of them moving, I've got a platform that I need to build there, I just couldn't quite reach it. But it just adds to the illusion that they are moving. This bridge goes across, and I'm going to have a doorway going into this section of the castle, and then another doorway going into this section of the castle. But I think right now I need to start working on the walls, just so we actually get the idea of where the staircases are going, because it does look a little bit unfinished, a little bit odd, and we just need to clean it up a little bit. I'm probably not going to get the paintings done today. That's going to take a little bit of time to figure out how it's going to work. But maybe we can get a few paintings up today if I've got the resources for making it, just to make it look a little bit more like the grand staircase. So just off the staircase, I've started building the rooms to the side here. There's nothing in them just yet, but just some little sections of the next part of the castle. This is going to go up here, which I've just started marking out where the roof's going to be, and then this goes off into the castle in this direction, and then also goes off in this direction, and this is on the other floors as well. I think it's the one above, you can actually come out this section and go into the staircase that way, as well as this way here. So you'll come in and out there. So it all does connect up eventually once we've got the adjoining sections built. But so far it's looking pretty good. I do need to gather some more resources though, because I'm running low on sandstone. Well, I've still got quite a lot, but I don't think I've got enough for what I need. I think I miscalculated a little bit. But I did get a message to go check my mailbox, so I think I'm going to go. Well, I need to empty my inventory first, and then I'll head out to the post office to have a look.
Now, here we are in the castle at Spawn. So this is where all the multiverse portals are to our resource worlds and everything, our map world. And then in the main castle up here, we go through the door, is the post office. Now, these are sectioned off alphabetically by username. So luckily, ours is right near the entrance. And if we head in here, see the light is on, which means we have gifts. We have lots of gifts. Ooh, sandstone. Ooh, lots of sandstone. And thank you for the rescue from Chris. Thank you. Yes, I'm after sandstone. Everyone seems to have heard I need sandstone. Oh, this is absolutely fantastic. This was from, I think it was Odysseus, messaged to go and check. Oh, and it's smooth sandstone, even better. Oh, you have no idea how long and how annoying it is to smelt sandstone. Oh, this is fantastic. This is going to help a lot.
This last one was from Chris, because I went to the rescue after death, so I didn't lose the stuff, which is very nice because I really needed sniffer eggs. I was going to go hunting for them soon, but so I think I've got some moss back at the base. There's the advancement, so we can take this back and find a nice little place for some sniffers. So this will do, just build a little pen right here. We can put them down to hatch just at the side of the build. Just got a little farming area here for now until we figure out where we want actual farms to go. I don't want to build anything too permanent just yet, because if I build anything big and then have to move it, it's going to be annoying. So I'm just got a couple of things so I can just kind of stock up ready for building farms when we've got a place. I'm going to have to find places inside the castle for each of the farms. Obviously it's not going to make complete sense to the build, but if we've got rooms where I actually don't know what's supposed to be in it, then we can just build farms in there at some point. Wheat I'm needing a lot of at the minute. We do need to get some villagers at some point to build an automatic farm, because the amount of mud, the packed mud that I'm going to need while we're building, you can already see we've used quite a lot on this so far, and this is just one little tiny bit, so there's not it's not going to be easy if we're just gathering wheat like this, so we will need a wheat farm somewhere in there at some point. But this will do for now, keeping us going for what we need. Once we've got a few different sections of the castle built, then we can start putting farms in. Now this is going well. We've got all the staircases done, and if I can do it, see it right, most of this wall completed. Well, the whole of this wall completed. We've got a little bit here that needs doing, and I started this side as well. We've got up to about here, but once we finish this wall, I started working on the next section up there, which is still part of the tower. These walls take so long to do. I've not put the paintings up yet, but I have got in one of the Joker boxes somewhere, I've got 44 paintings I think I can spread out around here, but I need to find out if I can actually have that many paintings up. But yeah, we've got this wall done up to here, and like I said, I've done these kind of square sections, so if we can't have paintings on them all, at least it's kind of still that mishmash of colour. Anyway, so once we get up here, we've got the next room corridor up in this section, which I can't actually get to just yet. There will be a staircase going from this section up to there. The minute we've just got a bit of scaffolding to get up. This takes us up into this corridor. We can get rid of that scaffolding as well now. And then this takes us along into the griffin. Now this is supposed to be golden griffin, but I can't do anything out of gold. There's no gold stairs or walls or anything, and I need to figure out a way to have this getting up to the steps there. Don't think there's a way to do this with redstone, but I think I'll ask some of the people who are good at redstone if there's a possibility, even if it's like something with the wall moving up that gives us a little staircase to get up to here. At the minute, I think we'll just do this. I did build the staircase, just no way to get to the staircase yet. So as we go up here, up the spiral staircase into this next one, and this is where I'm up to at the minute. We are in the middle of doing Dumbledore's office, so we've still got quite a bit to go. Let's get rid of the scaffolding as well for now. So you can see I've still not finished the chair, but we've got the desk. But because this is on this corner piece, it's kind of difficult. I'm missing a couple of blocks. I have to fill them in. Yeah, but then I've got all these little sections that's going to be filled with, well, I don't know just yet. Some of them are going to be filled with bookcases and might do a few armour stands. I want to see if I can get armour stands to make in one of them and kind of have the Deathly Hallows symbol, if that's possible. I'm sure there's enough things in the game we can figure that out, even if I just use sticks to make it. I don't know just yet, but we'll figure something out. But this is what we've got so far. We've got a little section up here which goes into the actual triple towers thing on the outside. Ooh, the sniffer's hatched. Yay. Anyway, yeah, so this is where we're up to now, but I need a break from this build because I've been going for 3 days, and since I only have about, well, 2 to 3 hours a day, has been weekends, so a little bit more, but it's not really a lot of time, so I've just been building and building and building. We can just jump down here. Please say I've got my lighter on. Yes. So I think we're going to have a little break from this project now. Now it is evening in Denmark. There is quite a lot of people on, and there are some community projects that need doing, so we just need people to get together. So I am going to see if we can gather some people to head up to the shopping district, because we've got a lot of terraforming to do. So I think I might see if a group of people want to get onto Discord together, and we can head up to the shopping district and start beautifying the place.
Well, that was so much fun, and the shopping district looks amazing. So as you can see here, we've got most of the actual shopping area turned to grass. We do eventually want to get the whole Mushroom Island done. It's been a couple of days since that clip, so there might have been more done. There is still Mushroom Island, as you can see. If we take a fly up, there was only some patches of grass when we started. As you can see now, all this section's been done since in the last couple of days. You can see it's actually looking really green and very vibrant. All these sections with the concrete are free plots for people to build shops on. But I'll probably use a little bit of time back into just do a couple of sections, a couple of small sections when I'm not doing anything else, and help out at getting this done. But we did a massive area and it's looking nice and bright. Eventually I think we're going to be terraforming, but it's going to be around the shops. We don't want to be invading in these concrete areas, because that's for people to terraform on their own. So if we go down here in the south, down the south path, I have reserved a spot here. Because we're on a mountain and we're going to be doing a lot of terraforming and removing most of the snow while building, I thought instead of just getting rid of it, we might as well sell it. There is a lot of powdered snow. So once I've got the iron farm up and running, so we can get plenty of buckets, I'm going to be selling snow in here, powdered snow being the hardest one to get. So we do need to think of a design there. But for now, we are done in the shopping district, and I'm going to head back. And I think we'll get the tower done. We need to get it finished. So I'm going to head in and get the walls done on the staircase.
finally, after many days of messing around with the inside of this, we've got it finished. So we head inside to the staircase. Just finished the staircase on this side. Now the flooring is not done yet because this needs to go down into the dungeons. So this whole section will be done at a later date. I've not quite figured out the layout of this or where the tunnels are going to go, and I need some decorating. Oh, if you wonder about the noise, I found a zombie villager. A baby one hidden in the walls, which I've now lit up, so I just shoved it in a boat for now so we can get that cured, because I don't think there's any villagers close by that I can take villagers from to breed. So if I can get a couple of zombie villagers healed up, then we can start building stuff like iron farms and things like that. But anyway, here is the grand staircase all finished and complete, and I think it looks great. I think the different textures on the wall make up for the fact that there's not a crazy amount of paintings. So there is enough paintings around. I've gone for some of the larger paintings mostly. There is a few of the smaller ones like here around. Just if I've got a wall where there's not much, I've just put a couple of small ones here and there. But I think it looks nice. I was using more blocks down here, but it was taking that long. It was really difficult to do. I kind of, as you can see, as further up, came a bit away from that, and it's a bit more, well, it's just the planks. It's a bit more square up there, a little bit less of the staircases and stuff. So if we head through here, you can see we've got staircases going up around the outside as well that connects the different areas. I don't think they're all completely connected. There's a couple of times I've had to jump over, but hopefully once I've got it all built, that'll all be figured out. We've got all these different corridors going around the back as well. And this one here eventually heads up to this section, which gives us our little dead end. And then, if I can remember how, let's just jump off for now. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to this. We need to get over there, I think. I can't quite remember. Yeah, we've got another staircase over here as well. There we go. It does eventually connect. So we've got this way down here, which leads to another room, which also leads back into this staircase. This one heads up into this staircase. So they are mostly connected. I mean, they could be all connected, and I'm just, well, getting a bit confused. And then when we head up here, all the way to the top, this leads us up to the corridor here, to the griffin. Now, instead of trying to figure out a way to do redstone and move things around, I've just added it as if, well, as if it's already, you've already given the password, it's opened up, and I've just added a little staircase here, which takes up into the winding staircase, all the way up into the corridor and into Dumbledore's office, well, the headmaster's office. And this is all done. I've added a bit of a splash of colour. Yeah, this needs messing about with. I was trying to find a way to make a phoenix and was putting things around. That's not finished. I need to remove that and play around. We just need a bit of a splash of orange for where forks should be sat. But we've got lots of bookshelves. I've got the floating candles around. Just to keep it lit up. We've got bookshelves in all these, and chiseled bookshelves as well. That took a lot of time breeding cows to get. We've got the pensieve over in this section, and then shelves and stuff, which I might work some armor stands into at a later date, but I'm not going to be playing with armor stands just yet. And then I've wasted my one and only beacon on decoration, but never mind. So some people I noticed were in the middle of building a wither farm earlier, so we can get some more beacons soon. I have got the roof all carpeted, so it's spawn proof. I think the whole place, the whole building is spawn proof so far. I've not found anywhere that something's spawning yet, but there are little holes around, like behind these walls, where it could possibly have some spawn spots, but we'll have to keep a listen out for mobs. But that is the West Tower complete. I can do some more decoration. We do have all these little corridors and these little rooms with nothing in, but these are going to be decorated at a later date if, well, honestly, if I actually get around to it. This castle is big. There will be a lot of decorating to do, so it is likely that there will be some areas that don't get decorated eventually, but once the castle's built, then that's going to be our focus on filling all the rooms out. I want all the main rooms from the books filled out, so all the classrooms need to be done. But all these little side rooms that don't actually have a purpose don't really need anything in just yet. So as you can see, I think we can actually get around pretty much every staircase. So we head down here. The only one I'm not sure about is if this staircase connects to this one, but if I've not done that, I'm pretty sure my plan had a way to get from one to the other, but I just can't really remember how how it works just yet. So we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out once it gets the basement done and once it gets the next sections done. There will be a way to get back into. Hopefully. I'm hoping I planned it properly, but that is all the time I've got. This has took almost a week just in building, not including the resource gathering, especially as I don't have all day. Luckily, I did have a little bit extra time at the weekend to do some building, but yeah, this is a big project, and it is only a very, very small section. I don't want to stand here listening to animals. Let's take a fly up and have a look from further up once again. I know I've already looked at it. There we go. And obviously it's daytime, but I've got lights next to most of these windows on the inside, as well as some glow lichen on the outside, so it does light up very slightly at night. And I really like the way this is looking. It's going to look even better once the next buildings are being attached to it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see how this goes once we've got bigger sections of the castle complete. I think it's coming out quite nicely so far. But that's all I've got time for in today's episode. This has took a long, long time. And I need to start digging out the area for our next build. I think I'm going to get away from the base again. I think I'm going to head out into the nether and start building our nether tunnel the next one, which means I need to get planning. Because, obviously, we need to have a way to get to Hogwarts. And what's the better way to get to Hogwarts than the Hogwarts Express? So we're going to be building for our nether tunnel, platform 9 3/4, and along the side we'll be decorating with the Hogwarts Express. I'm not going to have it too difficult to get down the tunnel. I'm planning on just having the half of it being the Hogwarts Express, and then you run down the actual platform side to get to our portal. But yeah, I don't quite know how that's going to work. I can hear zombies. So I need to get doing a little bit of planning. We do have a creative world on the server we can hop into to do some testing. So I might just go hop through the portal and see where that is. I need to get away from that zombie. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of our grand staircase, the West Tower, Dumbledore's office, the headmaster's office, I mean. Just let me know what you think of the build. I am really enjoying getting this done so far, and yeah, once we've got the Hogwarts Express built, we can change our skin and get ready to attend Hogwarts for the rest of the year. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.